guys, Ash here coming at you today, Ray Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need it out there. Welcome. Today we are on the mini accounts. It's weird. On YouTube, on the internet in general, right? I feel like I get an equal amount of comments that say, Ash, you're focused way too much on the end game, bro. Bring some mid game, some early game content. And then likewise, I have people who are like, Ash, you're focused too much on the early and mid game or on new players. Focus more on the late game. We want to see like top 100 PV or live PvP or something like that.
Take it!
You can just never please anybody, so I'm doing my best to diversify the content as best as I can here. We're on the mini account, Vexthal account. We're creeping up on 1 million player power here, which is pretty cool. You can see we are also, it's weird. This count is kind of like, I don't know if rushed is the right word. I'm going back to my Clash of Clans days here, but I'm at 271 plus days. I'm going after Cleotyrix. I've already gotten Vizix. I just maxed out Vizix. But my gear sucks. My clan boss sucks progression-wise. My Doom Tower progression sucks. Like, I'm not focused on a lot of areas in the game. I think this is often the case with mini accounts. But what I am focused on is helping my team in clan versus clan. I need to do a little bit better. I'm averaging like 10,000 clan versus clan points. Not very good. I'm doing a lot better this rotation here on the mini account. 75,000 on the mini account. I feel like it's pretty good. What about you? What would you say you average in clan versus clan, guys? I'm very curious. On my main account, I try to carry the clan a little bit, you know, not always, but I try to put up like 400,000 or so, you know, at least per clan versus clan. But on this account, 75K. I am very happy with that. I will retire.
You'll never see me again.
Take it easy, champ.
How did I do it? Basically, I needed a reliable Spider team for two reasons. Number one, for Spider 20, right? Even though you can use this team on Spider 25 as well. We'll talk more about that in a second. But I need it for two reasons. Number one is I wanted a team with only 2 or 3 champions. That way I could be more energy efficient on this account and always be farming up food or just champions I want to level up on the side, right? Better bang for your buck when you're getting, you know, more silver from Spider, you're getting more accessories from Spider, and you can farm up champions or food at the same time. And B, I wanted a fast team, or at least semi-fast, like under 2 minutes. It takes me like 5 or 6 minutes to beat Spider 25 on this account. So I thought to myself, let's optimize a Spider 20 team, and this is what I came up with. So here's the team, guys. Pretty dang basic. 2 login champions that a lot of you guys probably have. UDK, we have Artak, we have Maneater. Let me show you a run, talk a little bit about the team and how it works. First off, before you panic, if you don't have Maneater, no worries. We just need a turn meter manipulator. You can see he's actually going in with a siphon is his first ability here. Here he goes. And you can see that turn meter drops all the way to 0, right? Maneater has that beautiful A2 ability that a lot of people sleep on. They just think Ancient Blood, unkillable for 2 turns, block debuffs, etc. Think about clan boss, stuff like that. But I love that A2 for Spider especially, right? Now, if you don't have a Maneater, you can use anybody who can reduce turn meter, right, in that position. I don't have Maneater booked, as I mentioned. He'd be better booked. I would be able to duo it with a level 60 Maneater and some decent regen and immortal gear on Artak. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that stuff. So you gotta make do with what you got, right?
Oh, pay me! Pay me, bitch!
So I threw in UDK because he's the perfect tank. I slapped on a shield set on him as well, just to give us a little bit more survivability. And this run is taking anywhere from like 1 minute and 10 seconds to 1 minute and 30 seconds or so. It's fast. It allows me to rack up silver, experience, accessories, and clan versus clan points to support my squad. I figured maybe it would give some of you guys inspiration. Some of you kind of, you know, newer players or intermediate players, maybe you're picking the game back up, whatever. A team that you can viably, consistently beat Spider on. Now, don't worry, they always die every time in terms of Maneater and UDK, right? And then we get pretty low on HP on Artak, but he always survives and he kills everybody. He's going to come in with the with the A2, now the A3, there we go. And then it's going to be that. That's it, right? So about 1.5 minutes, as I said. Artak carries all the damage, and that's it, right? It's a really simple team. Now listen, if you have a Royal Guard, if you have a Cold Heart, right? This is a team for people who don't have those champions, or people who have like a weird combo of some of these champions. You can throw on the enemy max HP champions, will make the run a little bit faster, right? Let me show you the team setup really quickly. It's not rocket science or anything like that. As I already mentioned, we have UDK just as is. Artak, awkwardly, he'll lead in with Dogs of War sometimes. So I go in and I make sure that I'm prioritizing the A3 ability. Now, the only champion that's booked is Artak here. He does need to be booked to execute this, at least at this alacrity, because you really want the 3-turn cooldown of both his Dog of War as well as his Purifier, right? Both of his AoEs, the instant activation, and the HP burn placement ability. So that's it. Prioritizing the A3. And then Man-Eater, we are opening up with the Siphon ability. It's as easy as that, right? Fully depletes the target's turn meter. Nice and easy. There's plenty of champions out there. Anybody from obscure like Grohawk the Bloodied. There's Vlad the Nightborn. There is Lysandra with full turn meter depletion. There's champions like Allure who has control on her A1. There's Skimfos the Consumed who has control. There's a lot. I could keep going on and on and on.
Please don't.
Keep your eye out for somebody who can to either steal or deplete a full turn meter, right? Looking at their stats really quickly here, you see UDK. I mean, resistance, and that's about it. Artak, he's slow, which is actually good. The one thing that can go wrong, let me talk about a couple things that can go wrong. You can see Man-Eater is just, it's nothing. It's accuracy and resistance, and that's all I have on this dude, right? So guys, another little trick you can do is you can use, if you're having trouble, especially as a new player, hitting the resistance requirements for this team to resist all those poisons, you can use a champion. I'm using Seer here, but any resistance aura, doesn't matter their level or anything like that. You can just slide them into aura lead, because we're not using an aura. Well, we're using defense, but it's not that important, that the UDK defense aura. You can run either a resistance or an accuracy aura lead. Doesn't matter, again, if they're just a level 1 champion or whatever, right? And take advantage of that aura. Now, for UDK, I threw him in a shield set just for support. Again, we have resistance on the banner, just survivability, you know, and resistance on the chest, right? Just trying to keep this dude alive. Again, instead of a shield set, I think it'd be more ideal to have regen and immortal, like good gear on him to just keep him alive the entire time with that resistance. We're aiming for around 230 or so, 250 to play super safe resistance on this team, okay? In terms of accuracy, we're aiming for around, 160, 170 for level 20 Spider. Obviously, the closer to 200, the better you're going to be off, but especially on Artak, you can get away with a little bit less than that because of the positive affinity matchup, right? You can see on Man-Eater, I do aim for 200 or higher, right? Or on my control champion, provided they're not magic affinity. So for him, again, we have a little bit of resistance creeping up on 200. I think, suffice it to say, 200 is a pretty good barometer, is a pretty good baseline. Artak 173, again, any faster than that, you have to be cognizant that he might go in with that A3 ability. But these are his total stats. Some HP is nice to keep him alive. As I mentioned, I do have 1 regen and 1 perception set to help get that accuracy up, as well as to help heal because he is the last man standing in this battle. In terms of masteries, we don't have any. So there it goes. He is fully booked though. Again, on Man-Eater, no masteries and no books. On Ultimate Death Knight, no books, and we do have masteries on him, but they're not required for a run like this. I guess that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Let me run really quickly before I let you go. Let me run level 25. So this is the same team with level 25 Spider. We're gonna die. We're gonna wipe here, but just to kind of show you, the same idea will work against stage 25 as well. Just going to be a little bit of higher requirement in terms of gugear. Obviously, the turn meter manipulation will be somewhat mitigated here, so it might take you a little bit longer, but you can get it done. So, guys, what do you think? I mean, you like a team like this? Hopefully, some of you guys find it useful. I'm just going to be totally real with you guys. I hesitated making this video until I got a comment, and I couldn't find the comment, of course, asking for, like, Spider 20 faster, more efficient teams utilizing champions that are easily accessible. So, kind of made it in response to that. Hopefully it's not too beginner for the majority of you guys, but if you like this, if you want to see more of it, go ahead and let me know. Again, here, we're at Spider 25, and the team's going to die out, but if we made Ultimate Death Knight a super uber tank, or if we just got really good regen and immortal gear on Artak, he would be able to get the job done. He's a beast. If you have a nut you know, like the legendary dwarf as well. You could easily add him in and make this a lot faster and easier as well. So there's a few options for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.